What's up, you guys? It's the Main Event, Mr. Main Event. Welcome to the Main Event Show podcast. I am your host, Mr. Main Event Sean B. With, again, Alex. We're back. We're back for SummerSlam.
We're back.
Season. We're back. Jack. So, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about Paige, Raw, Alberto Del Rio, SummerSlam, SmackDown. First off, Paige and Alberto Del Rio got suspended for 30 days on the wellness policy together. And what makes it worse is it's Paige's birthday today. Happy birthday, by the way, Paige.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So, what do you think they were doing that they got suspended together?
It had to be the same drug.
You know, they do call him the Mexican's greatest export. I made a joke on Facebook to Del Rio about Del Rio saying Mexico's greatest drug. You know what I mean? Exported.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they're suspended for 30 days. I guess this whole brand split got to him, being separated from each other.
Nah.
Del Rio's on his way out in October. He's been saying that he wanted to leave anyways because, the way they're treating him. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be, let's say, for this podcast, I'm going to be the general manager of Raw. We're going to talk about things on Raw. And Alex is going to be the general manager of SmackDown.
SmackDown all the way!
So let's get into Raw. We have Seth Rollins looking for the Demon King Finn Balor as they're going to face off for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam this Sunday. What do you think? Do they think they should have stayed with the regular Finn Balor? Should they have
I think it's a nice mix of both. I think that both of them have their different qualities. The Demon King is more ferocious. He's going to be more aggressive in his ways, while the normal Finn Balor is more passive, lets the other person...
Well, let me rephrase it. I think I said it wrong. Do you think they should have held off the debut? I mean, we've seen Demon King in NXT.
Yeah.
But do you think we should have seen the debut at SummerSlam other than just for free on Raw?
No, I think it was kind of a good teaser of what could happen, and I liked it.
Okay, so next, let's move on. Let's talk about the beginning of Raw. Rusev and Lana come out complaining, talking about we want respect, all this stuff, and then Mick Foley comes out. He starts saying, shut up, respect, and all this stuff. If you want respect, so-and-so, Then out comes... Roman Reigns.
Well, Stephanie McMahon came out.
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon came out. Because Rusev thought he was the shit and was on the good side of Stephanie McMahon and all buddy-buddy, but we didn't see that. Stephanie was like, you gotta earn and respect and all this stuff. Roman came out and Rusev just like, you think you're all cool, licking your lips and doing that. I was just laughing. I think Rusev is pretty funny, especially his heelish ways. Lana too. But another match that they started off giving for free, Roman versus Rusev, which I think the pay-per-view should have been the first ever meeting, then the rematches on Raw.
What I think they should have done was, I think they should have made that a fight, not a match, a fight. Because if you give it a match, then it's not really defending Lana's honor. You fight for somebody's honor. You don't just wrestle them. You fight them.
And lose, by the way.
Yes, yeah, you...
Now, let's talk about this, well, to me, the star of the show. He's Slater, baby! How much balls does it take to go face-to-face with Brock Lesnar?
He's got balls, but they're missing now.
Brock Lesnar... He said he's got to do what he's got to do for his children. He's got to do what he's got to do. Paul Heyman was like...
He still doesn't even know how many children he has.
Paul Heyman was like, you don't want any of this. You don't want Brock Lesnar. I respect that you got guts, kid. And then even Brock Lesnar took the mic, was like, come here. I got kids too, man.
I don't give a shit.
I respect it, but I don't give a shit about your kids.
Yeah.
I'm loving what they're doing with Heath Slater. That transitions into General Manager Alex for SmackDown. What do you think about him going against the Viper Randy Orton this time?
I think that was more of a joke match because they're trying not to make the wrestlers get injured before SummerSlam because
Well,
this is
I mean,
15 years
yeah.
in the making.
It ended on the fact that
Randy Orton got disqualified.
So technically, Heath Slater gets a contract, but he ended up screwing that up.
Because he took too many shots to the head.
Yes, and in the backstage segment, he was with Daniel Bryan, calling him McFoley.
And calling his Shane Stephanie.
Yes, saying he's beautiful and stuff. And they just take the contract away. He's like, "Where's my contract? Where's my contract?"
Yeah, with that, I think that was kind of. I think what they're doing is just signing him to 1-day contracts and just saying, "Earn your contract. If you entertain, you can have a contract with us."
Now, we talked about Heath Slater. Now we got another stuff for SmackDown. We got the return coming of Kurt Hawkins stealing. I think he's stealing Chuck Norris's gimmick. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not happy with him.
And by the way, if any of you fans watch Grimm's Toy Show, you know what I'm going to talk about. Hawkins fears Grimm. Tweet Grimm's Toy Show that I said, Grimm's Toy Show that I said Hawkins fears Grimm because he retired in Grimm's Toy Show from competition. Now he's going to WWE. And
Back to WWE.
Yeah, going back to WWE, fearing Grimm to me. Well, I'm just, it's all jokes. But Ava Marie, once again, delaying, as I'm doing quotation, her debut.
I'm over her. Anytime there's Divas match that has to do with her, I just fast forward straight through it. It's not even worth trying to watch.
To me, I kind of became a fan after that wardrobe malfunction. If we see more of that, then yeah, I'll be a fan. You know.
But no, I don't even think she can wrestle. From what I've seen from the videos that are all on NXT and stuff, she's got no skill. She's literally just beauty. That's it. There's nothing else there.
Now let's talk about the main event of SummerSlam. We're talking about Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, that Miz segment. Wow, Miz TV. How heated did that get?
Oh, that was amazing. I think Miz should I think it should have been Ambrose Asylum. I don't think Miz TV was right for it. I think if it was just those two without Miz, I think it would have gone off.
Yeah, but the annoying Miz itself kind of added fuel to the fire.
No,
because
he didn't add anything to that. He was told to just shut up.
Dolph Ziggler's been so good lately, and that super kick out of nowhere.
I love Dean Ambrose. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's got a lot of fire to him. I think that he could be champion for years to come. But I'm rooting for Dolph Ziggler just because the guy has proven over and over again. He's a good wrestler. He's good on the mic. People love him. And they still they refuse to give him a shot until this. And I'm just like, give the guy a shot. Let him prove that he can do it.
Yes, with that super kick. Then saying that he is that damn good. A little gimmick infringement on Triple H, but hey, Dolph Ziggler is the man. You know, I personally will get into this when we do our SummerSlam predictions at the end of the show.
Okay, it's now my turn to start going into stuff because we are SmackDown now.
Yes, sorry. John Cena, AJ Styles.
Okay, so I want to go over something quickly. I was talking to a couple of my friends, and they asked me, how would you describe John Cena? They're video game players, and for those of you who do play video games, you will understand this reference. He's the raid boss. And what a raid boss is, I've got the definition right here. Give me 1 second. A raid boss is a specialized boss which is designed to be fought by multiple players, typically of significantly higher difficulty than normal bosses and requiring specialized strategy and or loadouts. Loadouts are cheats. So it takes a lot to beat these bosses. And that's the easiest way to describe him, because if you look at it, he wins 90% of his matches, and the ones that he loses, it takes 3, 4, 5 people to beat him. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. But he is the face that runs the place. So, but then again, he will be taking time off after SummerSlam.
I think.
Well, actually, no. He's advertised for my home city, Sacramento, California.
Woo woo!
No mercy. But we'll see. He's supposed to be taking time off, so AJ might get this win. So let's get into. We're gonna do a little game here. We're gonna see. Okay, SummerSlam predictions. We're gonna name off a couple matches, and then you tell me who you think I'm gonna win. And there might be agreement on some, but you know,
we've always disagreed on everything.
So we'll see who's gonna win, Raw or SmackDown. How about that?
Okay.
First match, the women's match: Sasha versus Charlotte for the women's championship. Who's gonna win?
I got Sasha on this one.
Well, that's going to be difficult because I got Sasha too. That's going to be one of the matches Raw and SmackDown agree upon. Okay, U.S. Championship. Is it going to be Rusev or Roman?
I want it to be Roman, but I know it's going to be Rusev.
Okay, well, since we can't agree on everything, I'm going to pick Roman as much as it burns my soul inside. I'll pick Roman. Just for the fact that, you know, he's kind of getting out of that trouble area of being in trouble for his wellness policy. Now, let's go Intercontinental Championship. Miz or Apollo Crews, as he calls him, Creed.
I'm going with Apollo Crews.
Okay, I'll agree with you on Apollo Crews. Okay, so we gotta do something here. Okay, I'm gonna New Day World Tag Team Championships versus the Club.
I got the Club on this one.
I'll pick New Day as much as I want the Club. I'll pick New Day.
Well, I'm not a New Day fan, and that's why I was giving it to you.
Okay, so we got the New Day versus the Club. He picks the Club. I pick the New Day, even though I want the Club to win. But this is Raw versus SmackDown. So now we're gonna do a real Raw versus SmackDown match: Randy Orton or Brock Lesnar.
I gotta go with SmackDown on this one with Randy.
Okay, I got Brock Lesnar.
Give it.
I got because of my boy Paul Heyman. And let's move on. Let's see, what else do we have left? We got the Universal Championship, Finn Balor or Seth Rollins.
I got Seth on this one.
Okay, good. Finally something we don't agree on. I got Finn Balor. He's coming in hot. He came in hot. He dethroned Roman Reigns.
The only reason I think Seth is going to be given this is because he's been there for a while. He's been the champion for Stephanie and the Authority. I think they're just going to give it to him pretty much and just kind of screw Balor to make a better storyline.
So we got Balor. You got Seth. So we'll do that for Raw vs. SmackDown. So next, I'm going to throw you a curveball. This was just announced last night. Becky, Naomi, Carmella versus Alexa, Natty, and Ava.
I'm going to go with the team that's got Becky Lynch.
Okay, we're in agreement on that.
Just because Eva Marie can't wrestle.
Or she's going to fake her way out of the match. I might have got the contestants wrong, so excuse me in the match. But now the big... Okay, no, we got one more match before the big main event. I'm sorry. We got John Cena versus the phenomenal, my boy, the club member, AJ Styles.
I'm going to give it to John Cena just because it's John Cena and he's a raid boss.
I pick AJ Styles. I always got to go with my favorite wrestler in the world, AJ Styles.
I understand.
Okay, so now the big main event. Big prediction. Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship.
This one's tough. I want them both to be champion, but I'm rooting for Dolph on this one.
So you're going Dolph?
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're not going to give the championship, and he's just going to be a stepping stone for Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Dean Ambrose.
That's fine.
So come Sunday, wink wink, which is my birthday, by the way. It's a little birthday cheap pop Mick Foley style for me. We're going to see who won the predictions and if Raw wins or SmackDown wins. So, to end the show, I just want to say you guys are great. Thank you. Keep tuning in, like, subscribe, download this on iTunes. And have a great day. Good night.